Hey.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
We're back at it again with a bunch of rascals. So, it's been a minute, hasn't it? And by that I mean just a
little bit, you know.
I had an exam.
An exam.
And now you are free temporarily.
I'm free. I'm a free man.
Are you a Gordon Freeman?
No. No, last time I tried, they didn't appreciate my sort of crowbar hijinks.
You know, there's a lot of types of crowbar hijinks that aren't generally well appreciated.
Yeah, most of them I found are sort of bad.
Yeah, this is true.
Smacking, fighting aliens, stealing.
Chucking.
You chuck? Yeah, chucking.
See, a pry is generally accepted, though. Like, the pry seems to be the good one on a crowbar.
That's the intended use of the crowbar, yes.
It is the intended use. When I told the police officer I was trying to do like a no gun speed run, he didn't really love that answer.
So welcome back to
surprised
Bloodwine.
that they would think that. Yeah, it's so weird.
So when last we met, you guys were you were getting back to Newtown. After a series of events resulting in you coming here to buy some citrus fruit, you now have a bunch of heads in your possession after killing a raider gang and cashing in the reward for, really to pay off someone's debt. So what's important here is that you guys have a running track of your current finances because things are going to get a little bit complicated. I'm going to start you guys off waking up the next morning after having done all needed transactions. As per last week, you guys were going to pay off the debt and not purchase the lemons, right?
Yes.
I thought we were purchasing the lemons to bring to them. Or...
We are paying off the debt.
Yeah, if you pay the debt, you're paying I keep wanting to say Bertha, but that's the boat. You're paying Maud's debt.
You're right.
And then, she's credited the lemons versus you guys paying for the lemons and then getting paid back.
Right. Okay.
So is everybody good on that? And you guys know how much money you have in your pockets?
I have no idea how much money I have.
I have absolutely no idea.
Gabe, are you going to be the saving grace? Or do you not know either?
My brain is saying 280 was the amount that we got in heads.
In heads? No, we had 700 or 800.
Yeah, there was a lot.
Heads.
Oh, that it was 980.
It was 980? Okay, and then we had 280 after paying the debt.
Yeah, that must be what it was.
All right, I'm going to take that as what it is. 280 gold.
Split between all the companions?
I'm going to say that we're going to hold off on the splitting for a little while.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, yeah, you guys have awoken in your ship. It's the first thing in the morning. Who's going to be the first to wake up here?
Henny! Woohoo!
All right. So, Henny, you make your way out of your hammock here on the boat. You make your way... Where would you be going first thing in the morning?
Probably just to get some breakfast going. I guess into town to get some breakfast at a local sort of shop that might be open.
All right. So you clamber your way up above decks and look out here onto the port. It's still relatively early on in the morning, but I mean, sailors are a lot like adventurers. They get earlier than most, so already people are sort of getting up, starting their day kind of thing. There's nowhere here on the port that you might be able to find food, but maybe if you go in town a little ways.
Then into town a little ways, I shall go.
Reggie, what would you be doing first thing in the morning?
Stretching. Vigorous stretching. My legs are killing me after running so much yesterday.
All right, so to get the most leg room, you make your way up to the decks where you can sort of stretch out nice and open. What about Vesta?
Probably doing administrative work. Wakes up. Okay, what's going on for the day? What needs to be done? What are we doing?
So because you're like at port, you don't need to spend the time that you would normally spend sort of like getting all the galley cooking work done. So you quickly get yourself up, get a quick stretch, and sit down. It's early in the morning, so you head outside to where there's some daylight, where you see Reggie stretching. Henny's wandered off somewhere, you don't know exactly where. And you said you were starting paperwork, right?
Yeah, but like,
all right,
that's
so
what I would
then let's recap the current situation. The reality of the situation is that you are a ship, you're at a dock, you have, I believe it was 5 days left by my count before you have to start paying docking fees here. You are supposed to be picking up lemons, that's all you know. You paid a debt to someone that was registered as being paid, so that's checked off. So now you're kind of just in the lurch as to where to go, how to get the lemons, who has the lemons.
I go looking for that man that at the office that we went to last time.
That would be that was the office for the trade
docks.
association.
Yeah.
Okay. I go there.
All right. So, Henny, what would you have gotten for breakfast? This is a big town, so you can be picky, but still, I'll say that you get the closest to what you try to get given the lowest local cuisine. What are you aiming for?
Oh, I'm aiming for a blueberry muffin
Okay.
and a big thing of coffee. You know, start the day off right.
So they have real good coffee around here. It's a big thing in the Freelands.
Ooh.
It's a very busy coffee shop, and they don't have a blueberry muffin. What they do have, though, you're not sure what it's listed as, but someone nearby says closest thing you'll find to a blueberry muffin, and they call it crepla.
I'll try it. I mean, yeah, sure. If it's...
It looks like a blueberry muffin. You see little blue bits. You see maybe reddish bits. They're little chunks, so they might be fruit. Otherwise, it's like a little loafy thing. It's not like a muffin, more like a bun, but structurally still spongy.
Okay, I mean, the texture is important. How much for it?
It's almost like a red velvet looking bread.
Ooh. Okay, well, I mean, that actually sounds really good. How much for it? What's the price?
2 copper with the coffee should come to 4 copper total.
All right, I pay it. I pay the man.
All right. You walk off with a nice cup of coffee and the crepla bun. You're biting into it?
Oh, you know it.
Okay, so you make your way around a corner as you're sort of like getting things ready. It's one of those things where like as you're on your way out, it's in a little bag and then you sort of struggle with it. You get to somewhere where you can put something down, you adjust the coffee cup. So by the time you've actually pulled it out and you're going to take your first bite, you turn the corner towards Vesta, who's walking towards the trade association. So you bite into this thing and you get the distinctive taste of blood. There's something chewy, but it's not fruit in there. There's definitely, you think they were blueberries or a blueberry, clearly fruit. And otherwise, it's still spongy, but yeah, this is a meaty, bloody kind of breakfast.
No, see, I thought I was gonna go a different direction where you're just like, you want a good caffeinated morning. Here's a muffin that's coated like that they use like battle brew inside. So all of a sudden Annie just starts having a fit.
No. Hey Vesta. Do you know how you would get like umami into sort of a dough?
Can I start describing how you would do that?
Roll for umami.
Roll for baking?
Actually, yeah, roll baking. Mental baking.
What's my mental baking?
You have the mouse.
My baker is actually pretty high. I have a skill.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost as if that's the entire point of the character.
Yeah.
Why can I not do math? 12 for mental baking.
So you're aware, actually, this is a bit of an obscure fact, but because of who Vesta is, it's the sort of thing that you happen to know. You can use blood as an emulsifier, the way that you would eggs or yeast in a dough.
Nasty.
Huh.
I tell it to you.
Horrifying, I say, and I take another bite.
That being said, Henny, you are Volpe, so like there's a little bit of the canine kind of hunger in there. And so actually it's kind of nice having a bit of meatiness to go on with the berry and it's kind of a filling breakfast. It's kind of nice.
I'm just going to think really hard about how it doesn't rely on like the clotting effect of blood to hold everything together.
So roll odds or evens.
Oh god. Evens. Yeah, I got a 6.
Okay. You don't change your mind. It stays down. So, Reggie, you finish your stretching as you watch Henny and Vesta catching up nearby, just about to go around a corner. Everybody else on the boat is sort of getting up and at 'em and getting things ready, so you're kind of free to wander over if you so choose.
All right, I think I've done my stretching enough. Yeah.
All right. So, as you guys are about to keep walking, the trio who seems to have inadvertently started leading this group of NPCs, you guys are all there as Vesta's planning to head up to the Trade Association office.
Onwards.
Onwards.
Yeah, to the Association of Trade.
Okay. It's first thing in the morning, so when you, well, first thing, quote unquote, it's been a little bit since you've woken up, but now a lot of like the city people and like daylight people are starting to get work done. By the time you get to the Trade Association office, there's a line out the door. Looks like there's a lot of people coming in to ask questions.
Okay.
Oh, well,
We wait in line then.
I suppose, okay.
Do you think you're better than that?
No, it's not that. It's not that. It seems inefficient. Like,
Yeah, of
Well,
course
there was
it's
someone-
inefficient to, stand in line and wait your turn as opposed to just walking to the front.
I'm
Move
not.
forward 2 people.
I'm not rejecting the
Reggie
notion of a
immediately
queue.
follows in behind them.
I'm not rejecting the notion of a queue. I'm just saying that like 3 people waiting seems like we could really slim this line down with some sort of number system.
Any line that I'm in is not slim.
1 person moves.
Reggie immediately follows.
So
Oh,
as
man.
you guys are sort of sitting there, just outside a building, as like daylight is starting to filter in, you see Rollins and Milton sort of chatting as they walk past. They seem so free. 3 people move ahead, a big jump, and you manage to make your way inside the doors. From here, you can see more lineup. Looks like there's a set of roped off, like, what's the name for them? There's a specific name. But, the ropey things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, they sort of like wiggle around. When you guys were here yesterday, you didn't see them, so they must be put up during the busy hours or something.
Okay. Well, whatever.
I'm going to turn to the nearest person next to me and ask, why is it so busy here? Has something changed?
When you say, like, why is it so busy here? Has something changed? The person next to you laughs as if you just told a joke.
I laugh back. Man.
2
So,
people move.
Reggie immediately follows.
Yeah.
man, I gotta say, being this close to other people, even in fiction, is kind of stressing me out. Like, not to sort of date this
Yeah, you
episode
are
horribly.
not 2 meters apart.
Yeah.
Oof.
Reggie isn't 2 meters from the next person either. Oh man, he's on their heels.
In fact, you're still
Right
at
there.
2 meter distance. A couple of people have gone through and you managed to close the distance a little bit.
Well, okay. I guess we just came at a good time yesterday.
Yeah.
Finally, you guys make your way to the edge of the queue, and you're not all of the way at the front, but like, when you have that serpent thing and it's like a long office, you eventually reach the last stretch where you can kind of see people engaging in transactions at booths and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You see that there's all kinds of people up here with hands full of paperwork, signing documents, like hurriedly talking to people at the booth, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
So, Vesta, I never really asked, what are we doing here exactly?
We're figuring out the
Two people
whole.
move.
Reggie
Move
immediately
forward.
follows.
We're figuring out the whole fruit situation.
I see. Okay.
And
guys
to
sort
that
of
we have to
awkwardly-
discuss with the counter.
You kind of just sit there awkwardly staring, having run out of conversation topics, like two people away, and then one person moves, and the other person goes, and then you swear it's like a minute straight you're just sitting there, waiting for an opening.
It's always like that. You get to you're at the front of the line, and then you're just kind of standing there, like okay.
Whichever person
6.
I think is going to be... Oh,
Okay, to
Right.
6.
Everybody roll odds or evens individually, one by one.
Evens.
Evens.
odds. I rolled odds.
I rolled evens. I rolled the thing that I said I would.
I rolled the thing I said I did too.
Okay, you guys all quickly all look and go, oh, you see 6, you go. You
Okay.
shuffle up and there's someone sitting there. I have a convenient prop clipboard available going,
Ooh, nice.
Oh, fun!
hello,
Let me
how may I
match
help
with my
you
own
today?
prop clipboard, which is my character sheet.
Sorry, what did they say, Will?
How may I help you today?
Hi, we're here to get a shipment we're here for a shipment. Yes, I have it, right?
Sorry, could you clarify you're here to pick up a shipment?
Yes.
Okay, maybe that's the back loading dock. That might be where you're going to go. I don't believe we were going to be getting any shipments here today at the office.
It's the shipments of orange or lemons for Maud.
Citrus fruits.
Citrus
Okay,
fruits.
let's hold on. Sorry. Okay, so let me back up here. Sorry, you're looking for the location for a shipment right now, or
Yes. We need to know where the shipment is.
all right? And this is for someone who's in the trade association, I presume.
Yes.
Okay, and what would this person's name be?
Maud.
Mods?
Maud. Okay, do you have a last name or?
Maud.
No.
Okay, and like there's a quarter second that goes between a sigh and a page flip and a page flip and then that mod.
Yep,
That
it would
one,
be
yes.
that mod.
Okay, so just it's standard procedure. There's a fraud alert. There's going to be a 1-day hold on this account. I presume that you're here as beneficiaries or workers. She moves something over, scratches something, checks something, goes, okay. We can't actually release any paperwork or move forward, so you won't have any of the trade association benefits for another day until these debts are paid. That being said, just to make your lives easier, I'll get you up to speed. You're looking to pick up a shipment of lemons, right?
Yes.
Lemons.
Okay, that is currently in the possession of BPWC, if you know where that is.
We don't. BPWC.
Okay, that's the Bulk Produce Warehousing Company, but they'll be marketed as BPWC. They're in the South Bay. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, I think that's it.
No, that's...
All right, have a good day.
Oh,
6.
Okay.
Oh, okay. We shuffle out of there.
Roll odds and evens, one by one.
Evens.
I did evens.
I got an odd.
I got an evens, and I said an evens.
I rolled a 5 again.
All right, so all matching?
No, I got not matching.
Okay. So in the panic, Reggie and Henny, you guys managed to see the exit sign. Vesta, you move right towards the front of the line, and then there's someone in front of the line who just gives you a look like... Blink,
Oh,
look
sorry.
down one, you look down the other, and then someone goes that way, and sort of you shuffle down and outside the line.
That's so
There's even almost, it's not really a line, but the people sort of sitting there and checking things off and talking things over after having left the booths already form like a density, and it takes another little bit before you get back out the door and onto the streets. By now, it's mid-morning.
Okay.
Okay, well, we have where we need to go, but it'll be another day before we can pick it up.
Yeah.
So
So I guess we're hanging out here for a day, I guess.
well, I'm gonna see if there's a bookstore in town.
We should also try and track down where the BPW whatever.
Yeah, that's what Vesta's gonna do. She's gonna South Bay, BPWC.
All right, so Henny's looking for a bookstore. Vesta is looking for the warehouse company. And what's Reggie doing?
Reggie is going to go and enjoy a nice meal in town.
Okay, that might be a bit of a challenge, but... So Reggie and Henny both head off towards, Midtown where all the shops and restaurants and stuff are. Meanwhile, Vesta, you head off towards the South Bay. Even though you don't know the town, South Bay is pretty evident for a city that's nestled in a bay that goes north to south. So you just follow the streets, you snake along. And even though you have to sort of like rush past a couple of carts and past some horses and through an alley or two, you end up in front of a warehouse that says in big bold letters BPWC.
Okay. I'm gonna go in there, see if there's like a front desk or something.
Okay, none of these doors are labeled. You see in order left to right, door, double door, big gap, double door, door, door.
They're not labeled at all.
No.
Is there anybody around?
You don't see anybody right now. I mean, you see all kinds of people, but nobody who's obviously like there with the warehouse. People going by on the street kind of thing.
Okay, well, I think I'll leave it. I think I'll head back to the boat because the lady said that we wouldn't be able to grab it for another day anyway. But now that I know where it is, I feel better about it.
Want to just do a raw mental roll?
Raw mental roll. So this is just like
1 dice plus 1.
1 dice plus 1. 3.
3. Yeah, you look around, you see, or you hear water and gulls, so you're like, yeah, we're close to the docks, whatever. And you start walking back towards Midtown. You do bump into Reggie and Henny. Henny, you were buying books, right? I'm going to keep this short. Are you picking up anything in particular, or just shopping?
I'm looking for a book about that thing we discussed.
I don't remember what that is.
Okay, then. I'm looking for a book.
It's his Jesus powers. His
My
walk
Jesus
on water
power.
magic.
Yeah, my walk on water. No, a book on magical instruction.
Okay, I'll say that you find a relevant book, and then we'll hash the details out later. It's a big town. You can find a book, especially if it's like an educational book,
It is. I want to learn.
Meanwhile, Reggie, what would you have gone for around here?
Definitely want something a little bit more fruity, something a little bit like vegetable related. Not really interested in a whole lot of meat, but still something with a little bit of substance. Been eating a lot
Hey,
of
Reggie,
hardtack.
do you like blood? Because, man, they put it right in their bread here.
I mean, not particularly. I'll eat it, but like, I'd much prefer like salad.
Actually, as you say that, you look, and of all things, they seem to have like a rich variety of salads. They're not the kinds you've seen before. Roll science.
Oh God,
How in the hell did they get blood into the salad?
that's a 2.
2. I'm going to say that this happens after you've purchased the salad. You have a salad that looks really appetizing, like little cubed bits of fruit. Like there's obviously like some lemon and oil that's been put on it. Like it has a good aroma to it. And it's then that you look from the salad to the pavement and you see that growing out of one of the pavers is a live version of one of the plants that's been cut up and put into this salad.
Reggie just kind of stares at it for a minute. Takes a bite.
Oh, that's good. This is the new spinach. It's the next best thing.
It ain't hardtack or ocean biscuit, TM.
This is true.
The trio of you all sort of meet up together again in Newtown. You see Red and Elbjorn sort of just like walking through the market together. You see them holding hands.
Cute.
Aw.
That
I'm
being
going to
said,
not say anything.
as they walk around a corner, they're a little ways off, so it wouldn't have been easy to catch up to them anyways. You guys are sitting there, and it's still mid-morning, noonish. time seems to be dragging on.
Well, I guess Vesta's gonna go get something to eat.
Henny is going to go read her book and try and learn from it a little bit. If Vesta's going out to get food now.
Would it be accurate to say that the three of you are killing time?
Yes.
Until tomorrow morning?
I was going to say,
Yes.
Reggie is going to wander around and people watch.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any other predominant activity? Henny would be reading and studying, presumably.
Yes.
Vesta, you went to grab food. Otherwise, are you just taking time off to relax?
Yeah, maybe I'll join Reggie and the people watching.
Taking time off to prepare to grow stronger in every way.
All right.
That's what I call self-care.
As the day passes, Reggie and Vesta, you wander out the market and watch people and their interactions. You see that fights, like fist fights, break out pretty easily, but they're only minor scuff-ups. You notice also that a lot of people who are fighting around here seem to be almost exclusively like trained fighters. Judging by the tattered jackets that people are wearing, the old patches sewn onto new clothes, basically everyone here has been a soldier at one point. That being said, you also notice that there's a lot more beast folk here than you would have assumed. A lot of them also wearing like provincial clothing, like Craglander clothing, Winelander clothing, stuff like that. Meanwhile, Henny, you delve deep into your studies and make a decent bit of progress. By the time dawn comes, you guys have had a day off. You're back at it. You go through a similar morning routine. There's 4 days left of docking before you start to get charged. What you doing?
Going back to the trade association.
Well, I think we just need to go to the warehouse, don't we? No, you're right. We do have to go.
We might as well just start at the trade association and then...
Yeah, trade association.
Okay, no, you're right.
Okay. You guys go through the same thing as yesterday. A long-ass line that drags on. You have to go outside and then inside, and then to the end you get... Even though you've been here before, you make the same mistake as last time, missing the exit. However, by the time it's up to mid-morning noonish and you've gotten to the front of the line, you are told that you didn't need to do this. The papers have been signed and all of the ledgers should be updated. Have a nice day. 6.
Awesome.
What do I have to roll to avoid saying I told you so to my very irritated teammates?
Well, Vesta's like, she leaves and it's like, okay, time to go to the warehouse. Let's go.
Yep. Yeah, time. Warehouse time. Yep. Now it is time for the warehouse.
She's already walked away.
Now it is time for the warehouse.
You know, in hindsight, we only needed one person to go wait in line. The rest could have gone.
Again, something that I sort of mentioned previously.
Not that,
She's already gone.
I mentioned that previously to much ridicule, as I seem to recall.
Vesta has already left.
You guys force your way back through the streets, past wagons, between alleys, and you make all your way back to the BPWC, the Bulk Produce Warehousing Company. You see, from left to right, door, set of double doors, like big garage doors. Big space of wall, garage doors, 2 doors. None of them labeled.
I'm going to roll sleuth to see if I can deduce the doors behind which the lemons are.
I'm going to start with the door on the left.
All right, well, we'll see who gets there first with my keen powers of observation.
Okay.
Beat a 12, 17 plus 9 is 26.
26. All right. So as you look from left to right, you're trying to find some sort of notice. It's then that you look over one of the doors and you see that there's a worn out place where there used to be a sign that says in. The other one has a worn out place where there used to be a sign that says OU. There's no T. That must have fallen off ages ago.
Clearly we want things that are outbound.
As you get that notice, you hear, like, Vesta, you open this first door. It's like a vestibule that's a size big enough for this one door to open, and then it's just this little cubby and a box without a little latch box thing that you'd put a package into without any sort of labeling. You walk back out, sort of bewildered, and at this point, presumably, Henny, you're going towards the pair of doors.
Oh, yes.
All right. So you're there for one. Reggie opens the other. As both of you guys open them, who wants odds and who wants evens? I'm going to roll it.
I'll take odds.
I'll take evens.
Wait, is Will rolling or are we?
Will is rolling.
Okay.
He kind of played a fun joke on us, where he explained exactly how this was going to work.
And then we just ignored it.
Yeah.
So who said odd? Who said even?
Odd.
Evens.
So, Reggie, you open the door and see someone in the middle of taking a shit, and they go, "Hey!" and they yank the door back shut. As that happens, Henny, you open the door, and there's a narrow little alley, and then a big open warehouse, a few desks that aren't in any sort of order, piles of paperwork, and people running around.
I mean,
seem to have noticed your presence.
technically, the door I opened was outbound.
Huh. Well, that's kind of disgusting.
There's packages being delivered.
Oof. Man, dropping the kids off on the pool, you know?
Okay, anyway. Let's go figure out what's going on.
All right, I'm going up to the first person I see that seems even a little bit to not be running around.
You cannot identify such a person.
Okay.
You identify the first person who seems slowest, and what would you say to them?
Lemons?
This person stops and goes, "New customer existing?"
Mod?
Existing.
Sorry.
I yelled.
All right, you'll want to go see the account manager and then the foreman. This person keeps walking. You
Okay.
have no idea who the account manager or foreman are.
Is there a guy in, like, fancier looking clothes?
Yeah.
I'll go talk to him. And I say, account manager?
Oh, hi, I'm Mike, onboarding officer. Offers his hand.
I shake it.
We're
I hold the hand
we're looking for the account manager or...
Okay, the account manager's out to lunch. Anything I could do for you in the meantime?
Do you have lemons? We're here to pick up lemons.
Yeah, we're here to pick up a shipment for an existing account.
Got it. Yeah, we just got the update a few days ago. We got the product in. It's here and ready to go. We just got the updated ledgers. That being said, I still need to take you in as if you're independent clients because you're separate contractors from what our ledgers are telling us.
Okay.
Now,
I look
Are you
at-
willing to go through the onboarding process?
Sure.
now, this is the lemons for Mod, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I need to
guys
put any
end up-
blood in them, right?
No. Here's your paperwork.
Thank you.
You guys have to make your way through a form. It takes you about 15 minutes to check out all this stuff and get a bunch of names, but eventually you're filled out as registered purchasers, and then you are led towards the account manager who's come back from lunch.
Okay.
From there,
Okay.
you have to sign a receipt of possession for the product to be released.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that checks out.
I sign it.
Yeah, that's Vesta,
Okay.
I think. Her signature's on that one.
So, Vesta, you're partway through this paperwork. You've actually filled out like half the page when you notice that you need to enter an available location for these lemons to be delivered.
Can I see the ship?
You would need like it's asking for a peer number and an address.
Oh, what do I have to roll to see if I can remember the peer number and address off the top of my noggin?
Can I just tell Henny to go check what the peer number is?
As you're speaking out loud, there's a foreman walking by going, "Oh, you going for a warehouse or a pier?"
A peer.
Right. You know which company you're under?
Mod.
No.
Mod. Sheila's down the way.
I don't remember what company we were under.
Oh, what company we were under?
Yeah, what company are we talking
Wasn't
about?
it just Vesta's crew?
The company
No.
whose pier you're currently residing at.
Oh.
Well, parked at.
Oh. What do I have to roll to see if I remember?
You remember that it was something star, and then he goes, "Oh, sorry, this has to be a loading or unloading pier or a temporary warehouse."
Okay.
Huh.
How do we get to an unloading pier or a loading pier?
Or a temporary warehouse.
That would need to be something that you sign specifically with either the pier or the warehouse. Your call. That being said, and he takes the paperwork off the clipboard and hands it to you. He goes, feel free to fill this out. Once we get it back with the location, we can sign this off, get it all done with.
Oh,
hand it into the foreman.
Oh, hang on a second.
Okay.
Here's a question. I'm going to ask him before he walks away. Would this warehouse count as a warehouse?
Afraid not.
Well, how many lemons are there? Like, if theoretically we had like 13 people in a wagon, could we just load up here?
Okay, he leads you forward to look at your shipment, big open warehouse. Everybody roll just a raw mental roll. You only need a 2.
Oh, I got that.
I got a 5.
I take it that you did not.
I rolled a what?
Okay. So you all walk around like past, you don't walk around a corner, it's a single building, but like past a corner that's a pile of different obscuring pallets of boxes and barrels towards where all your lemon barrels are. They've been palletized already, and there's 12 pallets. Reggie, your first instinct is going, that'll totally fit. Henny and Vesta, you know this to be false.
What are you talking about? I fit way more than that in a wagon. Come on. I fit in a wagon.
Yeah, but we're doing this sort of by volume, not by pure tonnage.
Let's go find a loading dock.
Okay.
A loading pier.
All right, loophole averted.
All right, you guys are back on the street, and by now it's the early afternoon of the 4th day. Or with 4 days left.
Loading pier. Let's go.
All right.
A loading pier.
No, because like it would make sense for us to use a temporary warehouse, right? Like
either one. It doesn't matter which one. It's just if we use a temporary warehouse, then we still have to load it onto our ship ourselves, right?
yeah, but if we go to a loading pier, we'll have to pay for the pier. Whereas
We probably have to pay for a temporary warehouse.
It's saving us money versus saving us effort.
But if we go to a temporary warehouse, we're going to have to rent that too. Can I roll politics to see which is more expensive in pure rental, a pier or a temporary warehouse?
You would have no idea. This is beyond you.
Damn.
This isn't a politics thing. This makes you remember that Bea would be very useful to have around. This is logistics.
Well, how about we split up? One of us investigates the warehouse and one of us investigates the pier. Then we can compare prices and see which one's worthwhile.
Why don't we just ask somebody?
Yeah, that counts as investigation, but I feel like the information is sort of behind either a long line or social interaction.
Terrible.
Yeah, not the best, not my favorite, especially when so many people are trying to kill us.
Well, it's still the early afternoon. You can spend your time just walking along the shore trying to find the right spot.
I say we split up and we meet back at the boat and see who has the cheapest option at the end of the day.
I'm going to walk along. Is it obvious what a loading pier is?
I'm going to say no.
No. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to the closest person that I can see, or walk along the dock to find a person, and then stop them and be like, "Hey, what's the difference between a loading pier and a temporary warehouse?"
All right. So you see that there's some people working at a crane loading a pallet of something in barrels onto a wagon to be moved across town.
I ask them.
They sort of go, I don't know, north side, I guess.
I go to the north side.
That delightfully doesn't answer the question at all.
Yeah.
Henny, how about you?
Me, I'm going to look for the piers that seem to have the most sort of loading going on. And if there's an empty one there, and if there isn't, I'm looking for a proprietor, you see. Is there like... Okay, here's exactly what I'm looking for. I'm looking for pier with loading crane. I'm looking for a group of those, and I'm looking for sort of a fancy little house where a harbor master might live near those piers.
All right. You make your way to Midtown, and you see that this seems to be an official trade association warehouse. You get very quickly told that even if you're working for Mod, because you're effectively independent, you wouldn't be able to use this unless Mod was with you.
So
You are told that you should go to the north end for a different loading warehouse.
Okay. Thanks for your time, and I tip my hat.
Reggie, what about you?
Reggie's going back to the long line. And he's going to ask the people at the front desk for recommendations.
Okay, so it's the late afternoon, and you walk to the trade association, and you see there's no line. You walk through the front doors, all of those lines have been taken down. There is one person at a booth, all the other booths are empty, and there's one person who is just finishing a transaction and walking away.
Sweet. I'm going up.
Oh, hi, how can I help you?
Yeah, so we were trying to pick up an order, and it turns out we need it sent to either a temporary warehouse or a loading dock, and we're sort of new in town, so I'm wondering if you had any recommendations on companies for that.
Right, let me just double check. Would you be registered with the trade association?
Yes.
All right, under what name?
A blatant lie.
Well, no, weren't we?
Mod is yes.
Yeah.
But you're...
Okay, do you have a last name?
No.
Mod.
There's a sigh, and then like 2 pages, and then, that Mod.
Yeah, that Mod.
Right. Unfortunately, due to outstanding debts, even with the trade association connections, you wouldn't be able to use the trade association warehousing until a bunch of fees are paid. That being said, in terms of independence, goes through and goes, all right, most of the north end seems to be okay, just don't go to Wilbur's. It's not going to go well if you go to Wilbur's.
Is there a reason? Does Mod have an outstanding association with Wilbur's, or do they just have a bad reputation?
She just sort of like looks at the documents for a second and goes, I'm not at liberty to discuss, but...
Oh, and just before I leave, can I get Mod's last name?
I wouldn't say it in this port. That wouldn't go well for you.
Okay. I'll just be going then.
All right. So as Vest is walking towards the north end of town, you intercept Reggie walking out of the train association, and you guys intercept Henny on the road as you all end up in the north end.
So I've heard about good things about the Wilbur's one. We should take that one. They're cheap.
I've heard that we should probably steer clear of there. Anywhere, literally anywhere else.
Oh, well, okay. More of that classic sailor superstition, eh?
Nope.
So,
this is just fact.
Henny, roll sleuth.
Ooh! I don't know why I made that noise. I'm excited. 9, 10, 11, 20.
20 for sleuth. Reggie, roll militactics.
Ooh. It's not going to be a 20. That's
to round out the group. Vesta, can I get you to roll understand?
That's 13 on militactics.
All right, so 20 sleuth, 13 militactics.
14 for understand.
14 for understand. So, Henny, you notice that there's a piece of paper that's pinned halfway under a crate. You lean over to pick it up because, it's like impulse for you. You take a look at it, and it's an independent trader form. You haven't seen one of these before, even though people keep telling you you're an independent trader. Reggie, as you see Henny pick up this form, you see somebody down an alley nod to someone else on the street who nods to a town guard. They don't do anything. Vesta. you see that this form has half of a line filled out. It's irrelevant stuff, like it's half of an address for like an interim warehouse, like. But even then, you see that like half a word is there. Someone stopped mid-sentence.
Okay. Weird.
Reggie is staring at the guard.
The town guard?
Yes.
The town guard looks around, and then when he sees you staring, he sort of locks eyes. Do you break your focus?
Nope.
The guard starts walking up to you. Hey, reason you're staring, buddy?
Just saw some people. Well...
Is there something you'd like to report?
You'll have to forgive our friend. He's a bit of an imbecile.
Well, that's... Okay, that's a bit much.
Gus is like super confused. Like,
guard goes, pretty busy street. Should probably move along, not block the flow of traffic. Lots of people doing business around here.
We're like right outside of the warehouse, or not the like line center. It's just what I'm calling it.
You guys walked a little way around town before you all met up, and by now you're sort of just in a random street when you notice this.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep going.
Yeah, I don't like how this was filled out halfway and then somebody stopped. That's...
You guys continue conversing, but you're not far from where you're desiring to go. Eventually, you see that there's a bunch of piers in a row that all have cranes and warehouses and people moving goods up onto boats. Here you see that it's actually really narrow. There's a bunch of different little warehouses.
What did the paper say? That, like the section that was filled out?
This was just, it looks based on what the form was, that this was a form for like registering yourself as an independent trader. You're not sure for what company or anything. Nothing's really designated. But you see that it was all mostly just inconsequential information. You see that there's a name, and you see that there's a company, though.
What's the name of the company?
I'm just going to save myself the effort and say that it's a name you remember. You don't recognize it as anyone in particular. The company you don't recognize either. Seems like some outfit out of Cragholm, but...
Okay. Sounds good.
Well...
Let's find a pier.
And, let's find a pier and get out of here quick. It's kind of getting a little bit late.
All right. You make your way towards what looks like an open pier. There's an open set of doors, and there's a couple of people sitting there having a smoke outside of the warehouse. This is a warehouse called Artour's.
Not Wilbur's? Great.
Hey, can I help you?
Yeah, actually. We have some cargo that needs to be loaded.
All right. Do you have an appointment?
No.
Okay, in that case, we're going to need to make an appointment for that. And you see these people pointing at the pier right in front of them. They go, we've got this pier if you want to manually unload. We don't have a crane. We don't have any crews, anything like that. We can only fit 6 skids in open space. We have more, but that would be something you'd have to pay a premium for. Other than that, you would just need to get everything signed off by the docking supervisor, but we can just pass you the form. You just need to pass it along.
Don't we have 12 skids?
We do. Well, we do have 12 skids, so we might.
Well, we can do 2 appointments. Try to make them subsequent.
Okay, sure. Yeah, can we do that?
So, are you with the trade association, or are you an independent outfit?
Independent outfit is the word that has been thrown around.
When you say that, the person taking this information goes, all right, independent. Okay, so unfortunately, we're going to need to put some fees on that, unless you've got a trade association sign off.
We do.
You're absolutely sure you're not working for anyone? You don't have contact?
We do it. Yeah, no, we have contact with someone who's in the trade association.
Yeah, we're working for somebody who's in the trade association.
Okay. Do you have a name?
Maud.
Oh, sorry, we're barred from doing any sort of... right. Unfortunately, because you are being contracted out to someone who, although repaid, did have outstanding debts back to credit, I am going to need to act as though you are independent traders picking up the shipment, just because it's going to save us all a lot of headache. Unfortunately, that does mean that we're going to need a 15 gold storage fee for both of the ships, the 6 and the 6.
Okay.
Okay.
We can add it to an invoice for you to pay later.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So by now it's the late afternoon. There's a last little shred of daylight, but you're getting close to the end of the day.
So we've made that appointment?
Right. Did you want to make a docking appointment then?
Yes.
Yes, we have to set it up so that the skids get delivered here, and then we can make the appointment, right? Or make the appointment for after that.
I think we make the appointment, and then we go back and say we've made an appointment, deliver it here. Because we need the address.
Well,
And we'd have to do 2.
We have to do 2.
So the guy looks over his sheet and goes, all right. So for 6 skids, we can't hold for more than 6 hours straight, of course. I've got room for you from 1 to 2 in the afternoon tomorrow, and from 6 to 7 at night 2 days from now. Does that work?
Yes, that should be perfect.
All right. And he stamps something, and he hands you a sheet, just a carbon copy of what was being written on. It does look like you have enough information here that you could take it out and fill the other form back at the warehouse.
I do that.
Okay. So you take out your other form, you go and you transpose like a location, a peer number, all this stuff, a name, a bit of ancillary details. You see something that's just listed as an ID, and then something called a PO ID, and then a PO. They're all numbers, so you fill them out, but you have no idea what they mean. You now have 2 pieces of paper, and it's the end of the day.
Can I give it to the foreman? Is it still open?
You can check.
Well,
I check.
yeah.
Looks like most of the lights are off. There's a small candle that was lit by the little, like, door nook thing with the pull lever.
I mean, I check to see if anybody's in there.
You knock and you don't hear anyone. You pull it open and it's just that little vestibule with the little pull slot.
Okay, well, I'll just come back in the morning, I guess. Give it to the foreman.
Yeah, that sounds like a good plan. Or, actually, no, that's a stupid idea. I was going to say, wouldn't he be surprised if we were like, first thing in the morning, we slept here? Surprise, motherfucker!
Oh, we'll just come in the morning.
Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I get...
I already got yelled at by the town guard today. I'd rather not.
The trick with bureaucracy is you gotta get ahead. You know, you gotta get your hand on its throat and wrestle it to the ground. Also, I'm sorry for calling you an imbecile. I didn't mean that. I was trying to avoid a fight.
It's okay. I understand when you're feeling small, you lash out with your words.
He just seemed upset. You know, he seemed like he was gonna come at us or something.
All I'm saying is there's something going on here. There were people that were nodding to each other. They were signaling, all right? And they signaled the guard, and he did not react.
Yeah, no, that's...
Wait, when were they signaling?
Back when we reconvened.
That's weird.
That is weird.
You guys discuss a little later on into the night, now that you're all back at the ship, but after a day of going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and this name and that name and filling out another form and another form, you're beat.
Yeah. Okay, go to bed.
Dawn comes and you have 3 days left.
Dawn comes. Go to the foreman.
Which foreman of where?
The warehouse where the lemons are.
Warehouse with the lemons. The foreman
All right.
there.
The 3 of you guys make your way down. Luckily, that place is reasonably open, and you get there right as they're opening, and they take the form. Everything's signed off. Everything looks good. They note that there's 2 different docking appointments, and they say that they can release the 6 each time.
Yeah.
Perfect.
They ask like if there's a specific porter they should be waiting for.
I mean, we'll be there. This big fella here, and I tap Reggie. Oh wait, no, you mean like? Oh, you're right. You mean no? Any porter will do then. God,
are you sure this is a lot of lemons for any porter?
Well, the thing is, we don't know. Well, we don't exactly have a porter in mind.
As long as you're with them, we can let anyone pick it up. Of course.
No, hang on, hang on a second. Maybe I've really mangled things here. By a porter, do you mean the person waiting at the docks, or do you mean porter, the person who's going to port all of these dang lemons?
The person who's going to take the lemons out of our warehouse and bring them where they're listed.
Yeah, that would be us, wouldn't it?
No. No, any porter's fine. We'll come by.
We will come by. We will be here. We will be with the lemons. We will be here.
Can I get
just to make sure everything gets done in time, probably best you come here around 12:30.
Yes, that makes sense.
Okay, sounds good.
See you in a while.
All right.
Yeah, that's tomorrow, right? Just so I'm.
No, that's today.
No, because he said in 2 days the appointment was.
No, he said tomorrow at 1, and then he said in 2 days at 6.
Okay, you're right.
6 to 7.
Okay.
Now the early morning.
Okay, well, I guess while we're waiting, go get something to eat.
All right.
Yeah,
you
I guess.
Find a nearby tavern. You get some food in you.
I introduce my friends to this blood bread, and I try to pronounce its name, and I... Actually, how well do I do pronouncing its Torgish name?
You just cannot. You do not have the teeth for it.
I butcher it, but I pretend like I pronounced it perfectly, and that obnoxious I went to France for a month way.
I presume that, like your NPCs catch up to you every now and again throughout the day. Trunk's sitting down with you, and he goes, "Hey, your Torgish is getting pretty good."
I'm studying a lot. I'm trying to learn new things, expand my horizons, Watch this, I say, as I completely fail to do that magic skill I'm trying to learn. And I look at him like, ah?
Well, what does it look like?
It looks me going, and nothing happens. Because I've been reading it for like 2 hours now. I have not even really learned the basics yet.
Trunk gives you like a...
Man, feeling good. Look at that. We tackled the bureaucracy. I'm learning new skills, learning new languages.
Reggie just kind of leans over and goes, "I think the bathroom's actually downstairs if she needed to use it."
So you guys are all here at the tavern. Trunk is with you for the sake of the joke. Who else is with you?
Steel Fist, because I bet you he's been around the docks before in his life.
All right.
And we'll give Elbjorn and Red the day off.
Okay.
Say Milton.
To smooch.
Right. So same with Milton, or is Milton coming too?
Milton can come too.
Yeah, no, we need everybody out of that boat so that they can smooch.
All right, so everybody but Red and Elbjorn are all here at a big tavern table. So at this point, that Milton leans over and goes, "So, right, what are we doing with this cargo thing?"
At 12:30, we're going to go to the warehouse and deliver it over to the loading dock, and then we need to have the ship over there, right?
Yes. Once we're done, we're gonna go down. At Steel Fist, could you? How many people would it take to pilot the ship? Like 3 or 4?
It would take you probably 4 people.
Okay. So Steel Fist and Milton, do you guys want to go get the ship over there? But knock first. I wink.
Yeah, sounds good.
At that, Reggie's just like.
Vesta's also doing that. Like, oh my god.
So Trunk says something. He goes, "So, how many barrels we moving?"
Moving 6 skids.
There's a lot.
All right, and he sort of like counts. He starts counting people. He goes, "How long is this docking appointment?"
6 hours, was it?
An hour.
An hour? Oh, God.
Yeah, do you think we can even get that all done in an hour?
6 skids. Let's see. I'm gonna go look for a wagon rental place real quick.
Okay. So you kind of just duck out of the tavern as everybody else is sitting and eating, and sort of going, ah shit. You move around, you see one place that you think is the right place, but no, it's a wagon sales place. And then you go to another one and you see that it's wagon rentals, but they're not for porters. And then you get to one that's like boat bulk transport, but that's what you're doing. And then eventually you get to another place that seems to be porters.
Hey, so got a lot of crates to move. Have money. Let's solve our mutual problems, eh?
Yep. Where are they going? Where are you putting them down?
Okay, so they're going to the BPWC warehouse is where they need to be picked up, and they're being sent to the Rowley docks? Rowley Pier number, and I give them the pier number.
All right, perfect. And are we going with you because you got stuff signed off, or should we give you our name for the setup?
We're going to be there. We said any porters, if you could just come, we'll have many hands, make light work.
All right, and you said 6 skids, right?
There are 6 skids, yes.
All right, can do. See you there. What did you say? 12?
1.
12:30.
12:30. Oh my God, I would have fucked everything.
All right, 12:30. Got it. You make your way back to the tavern as everyone's piling out.
Trunk, you didn't tell me that they had bread with blood in it. I'm like addicted to this stuff now. It's great.
Trunk looks at you and he goes, "Right, crackle is so good. It's interesting that you can use it for the." Anyways, I'm going off topic.
Okay,
So,
now we need to get the boat.
Porters?
Yes, I hired some porters, but we do need to be there because I don't know exactly who they are, and I'd like to make sure they don't steal all of our lemons.
Okay, so let's go move the boat.
Well,
Right,
no.
so-
Those people who need to move the boat. We're going with the porters to load and unload.
Yes.
So Steelfist and Milton go off to get the boat ready for moving. Meanwhile, everyone else, all in one big mob, you all go towards the warehouse. You're there with a bit of time to spare. You kill about a half hour sitting on a street corner in the industrial section, watching wagons go past. When you see a little bit early, all the porters start to get up there. They seem to have some kind of weird rig. There's one wagon that has a crane on it itself. It's got these big iron struts, and then you see that they're loading onto just flat top wagons.
Okay.
Man, that makes a lot of sense. I feel like now we're just kind of like spectators watching a circus, kind of, but
That's fine.
Right on cue, 12:30, you hear the distant town bells going off, and the doors swing open, and there's the foreman waiting for you. All right. And he just looks at you. He goes, "Yep, cool. These are the porters."
Yes.
All right. And he points and he goes, "Hey, Vinny, come here. I'll show you where it is." And the porters start moving without you.
I follow.
All right.
Yep.
They're moving faster than you are. You see them like backing the wagon in. They unleash the labor beasts and start manually moving it. Someone gets up into the crane. It's like a big hamster wheel, an old style, like almost still medieval Renaissance. And slowly but surely, they get all of these things loaded. And because of the number, they let anybody sort of jump onto the wagon just to watch the cargo as you go across town.
Okay.
There's
All right.
6 wagons that get loaded, and you're there at about 1:15 at the pier. Looks like the ship's already there. It's been tied down and everything like that. And there's someone that you don't recognize from the warehouse who sees you walking up. As you're getting off, sort of blindsided while you're like halfway off a wagon, Henny, you're the one who hears this. The Torg and Trader tongue goes, "Make sure you get a manifest," and then keeps walking.
Okay. He was saying that to me, right? Not just to someone random? Okay. Can I roll politics? What on earth is a manifest?
Yeah, go for it.
Reggie knows exactly what a manifest is. Why wouldn't he? He's military.
14.
14. You need to get basically a piece of paper that says that you're allowed to have the goods you have, and it's how many goods and you got them from where and where they're going, kind of thing.
Okay, that sounds like a job for that desk place, the front shipping trade people place.
Trade association?
The trade association place sounds like they would probably be able to give me a manifest for the lemons that were purchased through the trade association.
Okay. So as the stuff is being unloaded, it gets unloaded next to the dock, and the people at the warehouse start loading it onto your ship. It's at this point that the porters are asking you for 30 gold.
I have 30 gold.
Did we agree
30
with
gold
them
I
on
can
that
give
price?
them. And
Did we agree with them on that price?
do you want to haggle? Because I said, hey, we need a cart now, and they dropped everything to come help. So I feel like we're kind of,
All right. Reggie's loading. He's not dealing with the people. Screw that.
30 gold. Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on short notice. Can I make an appointment for day after tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
All right, tomorrow, same deal.
Yep.
See you there.
Awesome.
Wait, different time though. It's different time.
Different time.
What time?
6.
Wait. And you said day after tomorrow. It's actually just tomorrow now.
So just tomorrow, 6 p.m. Be at BPWC.
Yeah.
Be at the B. Okay. Hang on. Let's renegotiate this thing. 5. Let's meet up. Let's say 5:30. We'll be at the dang
PWC.
The BPWC at 5:30 tomorrow, and then we'll be here for 6.
All right.
I think that's all.
Plans, and the porters already have to leave, so they've taken 5:30 BPWC.
Okay.
Okay, awesome. Perfect. 30 gold.
The last of the pallets is loaded on, and now that your docking appointment is over, you're still a little bit before the end of the hour, but should probably get moving. There is barely enough room to move on this boat.
Well, good for me, because I'm going to the trade association place.
All right.
To get a manifest.
So you make your way up to the trade association, right time of day, nobody's there. And once you get up to the booth, you are told that this is not where you need to be going.
Awesome.
You don't need a manifest from the Freedlands. They don't require them. That being said, any navy that you expect to encounter on your journey, you're going to need the appropriate manifest signed off from their embassies, as well as the trade association inspector if you're with the trade association, or the trade office inspector if you're a independent trader.
Is this not the trade office?
This is the trade association office.
Huh. Okay, so there's a trade office. Okay, so while I have you here, so we need manifests from different embassies. Can I roll politics to see which embassies would be the safe bet that we'd encounter here? I'm assuming
I'll save you the roll, because for what you know, you would very quickly gather this. You're probably going to have to deal with Void Bay, Venkrum, Cragholeland, and Westmarch, more likely than not.
Okay, and trade office. Okay.
Point, the person at the booth goes, "Oh, right, sorry, you're the Mon people, right?"
Yes.
That mod.
Okay, so because of the fact that Mod isn't with you, but also because of all the holds on the account, you are actually going to need both a trade association inspector and a trade office inspector.
Well, good thing I'm here then.
All right. When should we see you? It should probably be once all the cargo's on your ship.
I suppose that would make sense. Well, do you have to come in and look at the cargo, or do we just get a manifest for what we're allowed to have?
It's an inspection.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, we'll be at... I give them the dock that we have our ship docked at that isn't the pier for loading.
Anytime after 7 p.m.
Anytime before 5 or after 7. We'll be there.
It can't be before 5 because we won't have all the cargo.
Oh, right, you're right. We're on an old cargo. Okay, after 7 tomorrow we'll have all the cargo.
Will we though? Will it fit on the boat?
So you said you're available after 7 p.m. tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so based on that, you can expect a visit from the Trade Association Inspector in the subsequent... Okay, so sometime between 7 p.m. then and 7 p.m. 48 hours from then, you will receive your Trade Association Inspector.
Okay. No way to expedite that, eh?
It's a busy environment. We don't have enough inspectors.
I've gathered. Do you need... Yeah, okay. Okay, well, thank you for your time. And I kind of slap the table in that way you do. Slap the counter.
Because of the fact that you guys have walked across town like 15 times, I'm going to say that now any reference to a location, you know where it is because you've seen it by now.
Okay.
Just to save
Okay.
You
The
guys
embassies.
you're back at the ship. You're all like touching base now that it's redocked, and very quickly you realize that if you want to have another 6 skids on your ship, you're going to need to get rid of the horses, or you're going to need to find a place to leave the 6 skids while you make that journey.
Well, luckily, we were planning to sell the horses anyway because they weren't comfortable on the ship.
Yeah, I think we should get rid of the
So,
horses.
that means that we have some fun sort of delegation to do. Here are the jobs. We need someone to sell horses. That's probably a multiple person sort of job because there's a lot of horses. We need someone to go to the trade office and get them to bring an inspector over.
I'll go to the trade office.
Now, it is important that you go to the trade office and not the trade association office.
Okay.
We need somebody to go to the Void Bay Embassy, get a manifest. Go to the Veracrum, office, get a manifest. Craighold, get a manifest. And Westmarch, get a manifest. Real quick, now that I'm thinking of it, do any of those places want us dead?
As far as you know, Westmarch and Craghold Land have... they want Vesta and Elbjorn and Red and Blue. Actually, no, yeah, a lot of you guys.
Do they want me dead, though?
That being said, you should be, because you're on foreign soil, they shouldn't be able to touch you.
Right, so maybe Vesta shouldn't go to those places
I was
necessarily.
going to the trade office.
Right, perfect.
The rest
gonna
of your
need some
NPCs,
people.
none of them are jumping on anything, so they're just ready for...
I'm gonna need some people to come with me for the horses.
Okay,
Yeah. Henny, why don't you go go to each one of those offices and get...
okay, I will go to Westmarch.
All right, so which PCs are going to get things done?
Absolution.
Okay, no,
PCs, like you guys.
I'm going
Oh,
to
whoa.
the trade office to get the inspector.
All right.
I'm going to sell horses.
You're going to sell horses. Gabe is going to each of the individual association places to get a manifest.
No, I'm sending people to... I'm delegating that in case we get in a line, because we need to get out of here fast.
All right, so where are you going, Henny?
I'm going to Westmarch. Craighold was the other one that we need to be careful of, so I'm sending Milton,
All right.
because he's not very recognizable. I'm sending, say, Absolution to Veracrum.
Mhm.
And Elmira, you want to go to the Void Bay Embassy?
Yeah, sure, sounds good.
Okay.
All right.
So that leaves the rest of us to go and sell horses, basically.
Yeah.
Yes. Now it is important that we get back before 6 or
I'm just
before
gonna
5
be
even.
Off camera for a second.
Okay. It's like 3 o'clock.
Right now.
Yeah.
In the day?
Yeah.
No, because we're touching back at the end of the... No, you're right. At the end of the day.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like 3 o'clock. It's like, mid-afternoon, late afternoon. So
yeah. This
we
is
could
all stuff that has to
probably-
get done before tomorrow, though, right?
Before 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we get it done. Anyway, let's go now. I'm gonna go to the trade office right now.
Okay.
Wait for Will to get back.
Yeah.
I'm going right now.
Right now.
Will.
I just love this level of anxiety because it's constantly keeping. I keep keeping in the back of my mind. How long do we have this doc for free? How long do we have this doc for free?
I think we have one day.
We'll be just barely making it with the trade inspector being 24 hours and then
No, 48 hours.
40. It was 48 hours.
It was.
Yes. So we
Then it's going to get
might-
very, very close.
No, we'll have to pay for another day.
We're gonna have to pay for another day.
if he's late.
Or, I mean, it's not the first time that navies have tried to kill us. We could just go.
I mean, how many navies have you guys had hunting you?
Well, just the one, but I guess technically any navy from the Three Kingdoms.
That sounds like it was just one boat. Now, navies generally patrol multiple in case they're attacked.
Right. I'm just saying if we were to be caught by any of those navies that want us dead in their waters, we would be dead, right? They sent one boat formally after us.
They
So
said
that wasn't a navy.
I'm going to the trade office right now, Will.
okay, like at night kind of thing, or in the evening rather.
What time is it right now?
Right now it's the late afternoon.
I'm gonna go see if it's open,
All right.
and if it's open, then I'll go in.
So while everyone else is sort of like decompressing back on the ship, Vesta, you head towards the trade office. When you get there, you see that it's a disused government building. Still seems to be open though.
I go in. What am I getting here again?
A manifest.
I'm getting a manifest from
You're
the
getting a
trade
manifest
office?
from the trade office.
No,
No,
I'm
the
getting
trade
an
office, we need an
inspector.
inspection.
Well, we need an inspection to get the manifest.
Yes.
So you walk up to the counter, you explain the situation. They agree that they'll be able to send an inspector. They ask you for your location. They provide it. At this point, they go, all right, so is anybody a citizen of the Freedlands?
Is anybody a citizen of the Freedlands?
I don't
wanna
think Trunk is anymore. And Trunk would
No.
be the only one applicable.
All right. In that case, unfortunately, it's going to be a. You know what? No, that's. Right. Okay. No, it's schedule. And you see, like, there's a stack of pages that go by, and then schedule 2. Yeah, should be. Because this is. Hold on. Do you have your papers with you?
Yes.
All right. He grabs
the
them, takes a look, gives a big long lick of his thumb, touches a page, moves it. A lick of the thumb, touches a page, moves it. You swear you see a drop of spit. Right? Okay. According to what you have here, he hands back the pile towards you, and like the licked side is like the corner that's facing you.
I grab it from the side of the page. I avoid that licked section.
Doesn't seem to notice. And he goes,
Okay.
all right. Yeah, so based on what you have, it's schedule 2B, so that means it's going to be a 10 gold fee once we get there. What
Okay.
time would you be available for this?
Anytime before. Can you do some time before
Well, it has to be after because
5 tomorrow?
we need the cargo there for him to inspect.
Do we need the cargo there? Do we
Yeah.
need all of the cargo there for him? Okay. Then I tell him sometime after 7 tomorrow.
All right. And so sometime after 7 tomorrow. And you know which embassies this inspection needs to be certified for?
List the embassies.
Void
Void-
Bay. I list them.
Void Bear, Velcrum,
Venkrum.
Venkrum.
Craighold, and Westmarch.
All right. There's 4 check marks. He goes, all right. So once I get the paperwork done, all right. So sometime between the 7 p.m. after the day you're available and 48 hours after that, we should be able to send an inspector out.
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect.
Wonderful.
All right. So you get back to the ship, and by now it's dinner time. That being said, everything's signed off. The only thing you need to do is go and get all that stuff done with the embassies tomorrow and sell the horses, and you'll be good. So
Okay.
dawn comes, and you're back at it. What's everybody up to?
I'm getting the
Embassy.
horses prepped right and early in the morning.
I believe there's 2 days left at port now.
Yeah. Embassy, first thing for me.
With a bunch of help, you get all these horses, you take them out, and you feel a sense of relief as they get off of the ship. You bring them all the way through town to the far end, where you find a whole bunch of different pens where people seem to be buying and selling horses. There's a bunch of different stables. Do you want to roll barter? Or not barter. Is barter still? What's the
Barter is still a thing, but I don't know if I want to be the one rolling it.
Well, who'd you bring with you?
Probably like red, blue, like Trunk was there because no one.
Yep.
Trunk wasn't doing anything else. I'm.
Oh, but Red and Elbjorn, they get to stay back on the ship.
No, Red and Elbjorn are coming with us. They're fucking doing this. No, you can't
They're
just
adults.
like.
People
If you
don't
suggest
get, like,
that Reggie is actively just like, no, they're doing work. They need to do work. You can't just keep playing matchmaker like this. This is ridiculous.
I'm not playing matchmaker. I'm playing match strengthener.
So as it happens, Red was the best person to bring with you for this. As you walk up, he almost walks ahead of you, like, and you see it's like 2 steps before you goes, "Oh, would you be okay if I take over this? I know some.
Go
things."
for it. And Reggie just like hands up, go for it.
So there's a whirlwind of words that pass before you. You hear something about Appaloosa, something dapple, something gray. You hear done at some point. You don't know if that refers to like something being completed or a color. All you know is that you just made 200 gold.
I was gonna say, can I roll Grove Druid to be like mentally go to the horses and be like, pose nice, pose real nice, pose real good.
Yeah, roll it.
That's how I want to assist in this sale.
I'm also going to assume that you have enough space to keep 2 horses for your wagon.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a 12.
12. You sort of like stand up the way that you normally do as like a good soldier, the way you used to as like a representative of celestial magic. You fluff the cape back, your hat is billowing in the wind, your armor shines, and right alongside you, all the horses are good war horses. Strong, firm, dead forward. That actually manages to impress them. You squeeze another 20 gold out of them for a total of 220.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Meanwhile, Henny was doing something else.
I was going to the embassy of West March.
Okay. Everybody splits off to the different embassies. You make your way towards the embassy of Westmarch. As you're here, you see a bunch of like elf-born, dwarf-born, and humans coming and going. You feel like the air itself is making you unwelcome the second you're inside these doors. You catch a couple people staring at you, and then they look away. As you make your way up to the counter, you see someone just standing there, silent, waiting.
So I need to get a manifest.
Continue.
Ship in some citrus fruits. We have an inspection booked, but I just need to clarify if the inspector is going to provide us a manifest or...
Is there a name that we can reference?
A name of the inspector?
A name, your name, for example.
Oh, well, we're doing this... it's a it's a long story. I'm sure you get a lot of those, a lot of bureaucracy. Yes, so we are shipping this on behalf of a mod.
Oh, is it that mod?
It's that mod. Believe me, we wouldn't have taken this job had we known that there was sort of a that adjective added.
Right, so I assume mod has nothing to do with this?
No, not as such. Mod...
You know what, we'll just... It's easier if we pretend that you are an independent merchant. What would your name be?
My name is Henny.
Continue.
Locksworth.
All right, let me just... Interesting. Okay. Interesting, but... Yes, very well. Okay.
What do I have to roll? Can I roll social understand to see if she just read that I'm wanted under penalty of death or anything? Like,
Well, Henny isn't. Not in Westmarch.
Yeah, okay.
Roll
Don't
politics,
be
though.
ridiculous. Come on.
What do you roll that one? That is a 17.
17. There is absolutely no reason that Westmarch should have a file on you. Based on your experience as a cop up in Venkrim and your experiences traveling, they actually probably still have a file on you. They're not supposed to, but they probably do.
Yeah, that makes sense. Can I... Can I say, yeah, that Henny Locksworth.
Dismissed. We have everything we need.
Okay. Did I get my manifest? I'm saying that out of character. Like, does she hand me a...
Oh, no, you aren't given any paper.
Okay.
What you are given is one of those do I go kind of feelings, because you just get this face.
Okay, well, I guess I will head out. I'm sure the inspector has his channels. He'll be in contact with you. And then we'll have a manifest. Yep, okay, I'm leaving.
Oh man.
All right. Time to go. Yep.
All right. You guys managed to get all this stuff together. You confirm that all the forms are where they need to be, and you go back to the ship to like muck out the space where the lemons are supposed to be, and you get pretty close to the wire before sending the ship back off to that dock and going to meet up with the porters again. It's just like last time. Things are moved to a place. You're charged another 30 from the porters, as well as you have 2 more invoices. One from the warehouse, like the BPWC, and another one from the actual dock itself.
Okay.
Each one of those is 15 gold.
15? Okay.
So that's another 30 total.
So that's 90 gold in total.
Yep.
Okay, so far what we have paid is 10 gold for an inspection, 30 gold to for the porters, and that was twice, so that's 60. And then
30 gold for the port.
30 gold for the port. And then that 30 gold down. Okay. And that is in total
So 10 gold for each of the inspections. So that's 20 gold. So we're at 110.
Let me just do some math here. At 100
While you're doing math,
40.
Reggie,
160.
Reggie's the one with the Omen Watcher, right?
I no longer have Omen Watcher.
I have Omen Watcher.
Yeah.
Okay. Vesta, would you like to consume your usage of Omen Watcher?
Yes.
Inspection. You have 2 heads.
Yep. I was just about to get to that part.
I'd forgotten about that.
So me thinks that we might be out on the town, some of us with the wagon and maybe some sort of cargo in the wagon when the inspection comes by.
But I mean, the inspection can occur anytime within the 2 days.
Yes, I'm planning to becoming
why not just claim it as a personal possession and not need for the not needed as a declaration on the manifest?
Oh, Reggie, that's really smart. Can I roll politics to see if that would even work?
Go for it. Roll politics.
Okay. That is a 19.
19. That'll work for Void Bay, Venkrim, and Crackhold Land. Westmarch is going to want everything.
Well, shit.
Like they measure the ships.
They measure the ships, and they want us dead? That's not good. Okay, well, we could bury them.
Yeah, I think somebody just goes for a bit of a camp somewhere.
Or maybe, okay, here's what I'm thinking.
When Vesta says camp, Reggie, something occurs to you. You've got an anchor, you're at a port, and you, Reggie, can breathe underwater.
This is true. I can breathe underwater many ways.
In salt water, you could only really do like a deep dive, and it would hurt. Like you
But-
couldn't stay there, but still.
There is a certain magic that I could implement to mitigate this. By which I mean, I could just turn into an octopus and latch onto the underside of the boat and hold on to the heads with the other part.
I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, that sounds.
All I need is 10 minutes.
You can turn into an octopus. Okay, wow. Okay.
Just for clarification, that is how I can do that, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you guys, once everything's moved, it's now 7 p.m. After everything's moved, you make your way back to the docks, and no one's there yet. You're now parked. You have 2 days. Well, you're getting close to the 2 days, and then you'll have 1 day left after that.
Well, we need to get the rest of the manifests, correct?
I sent.
Oh, yeah,
NPCs
right. You
out
sent
to
people
that.
to every one of them. Correct.
Did they get the physical manifests?
You do not need physical manifests. Those get provided by the trade office inspector.
Okay. So I really just sort of gave our names away for nothing.
No. You
Give
had to
your
go.
name away for nothing.
Yeah, well, I figured between giving a fake name and giving my own.
But what about Benny
Okay,
Bogsworth? Actually, Benny is probably wanted.
Benny is, yes, that is the whole sort of premise behind creating a throwaway name. Is Benny is wanted so very badly.
Okay, so here's my plan. The heads are probably pretty low on their drug, the sleeping drug. If they come before I'm able to make some more sleeping drug, you just grab the heads and go underneath the water, right? You could just do that.
It's provided I have 10 minutes to get the boxes underwater as stealthily as possible.
Right,
Can you just grab the heads out of the boxes?
I would not trust that based on the previous time the head was outside of a box.
That's fair.
Yeah, I think that what we should do is move fast and have a bit of a distraction for the inspector.
Okay.
While you cook up some more sleeping.
I can't imagine that we would be able to make a distraction last 10 minutes.
No, but we don't have to make it last 10 minutes. We just need to make it last...
That's true. I can perform this in water. In fact, it's probably best for me to perform it in water.
Yeah.
As you guys are discussing this, there's someone with a couple of guards who walks up to the gangplank of the ship.
But Reggie immediately goes below deck.
I go up to them.
All right. You walk up, and it's the same person from before who you've spoken to repeatedly through the trade association. Not the person at the booth, but like the person who met you at the docks.
Okay.
All right, trade association inspection. Do you hereby, verbally before those present, assure that you are transporting 12 pallets of lemons on behalf of Maud?
Yes.
That mod, yes.
You assure this under threat of perjury and legal pursuit if incorrect?
Yes.
Yes.
Just let me speak.
Okay. I am sort of confused as to what we're agreeing to here, just a little bit as Gabe.
All right, and so pallets. Can you show them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I show him.
So Reggie, you are in the hold as you hear people coming downstairs. You're holding both of these in your hands. You can duck behind some pallets and try to sneak past. But
Now, hang on a second. I just want to make a couple things absolutely clear.
Yep.
So, Mod has some outstanding fees, right?
Oh, so you're distracting?
I'm trying to. No, I'm not distracting. How dare you accuse
No,
me
I
of
mean
such a
like
thing?
sorry, I mean out of game.
Oh yeah.
That's what you're doing? Okay.
I'm. Before we get to the cargo hold, I just want to say, just to clear up a few things because hey, you've been really nice to us, and I just, we're
Reggie's taking the opportunity for like.
I just a couple questions. So first of all, Maud has outstanding fees. So
Sorry,
she's already.
Okay, Gabe. I need you to clarify because you've gone in game, out of game. Are you talking to me in game as Henny?
No. I am talking to Inspector Man as Henny.
Okay. So start again.
Start again from the top. Okay, so just to be absolutely clear, Maud has outstanding fees, but we paid her debt, but we're still independent because Maud has even more outstanding fees, and that's like a whole thing. So we're independent because of that, right?
You're independent because you're not Maud. You're working on her behalf. You paid off her existing debts. However, due to the reopening of her account, several accounts have come due that were otherwise put under wraps. And so now those debts are due. That being said, everything's good for you to do this one shipment.
Okay, so Okay, now, on to question 2. So we're going to need manifests to move this, and that's what you're providing, correct?
Oh, trade association doesn't do manifests. That'll come to the trade office.
Wait, and this is where I lie. There's a trade office and a trade association office?
Yeah, you're going to want to make sure to get a trade office.
Oh, yes. And I'm continuing on this. Don't worry, Henny.
How far have I snuck in this?
You have now made your way through a door quietly towards the galley. From here, you're able to sneak to the other side of the ship. And where are you trying to get? What are you trying to do with these?
I'm just trying to get to water. I'm trying to get off of the ship in any way possible.
You get to the bow of the ship right as you hear them going below decks. There's a couple, as you're sitting there holding like the bucket and the box, you see that there's a couple of people walking by and they all see you in plain view. The only way off the ship is in front of a bunch of people into the water.
Wait a minute. I just want to backtrack for a second here.
Yep.
The hole to go to the bathroom on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
How big?
Big enough. Not for you, but for them.
I need 10 minutes. And then I'd be big enough.
So you make your way into basically the privy, and you're sitting there with a couple of boxes trying to get in touch with your octopus self quietly. And it's then that you hear the inspection, like they're walking down. In this case, you wouldn't be going to the far end of the ship. You're right beside the stairs. So as you're trying to like reach your inner octopus, you hear walking down the steps, and then the voice that you would recognize going, "Yep, that's 12 pallets. Sure looks like lemons. Have fun." Right back off the ship.
Reggie immediately breaks concentration and then waits like another 5 minutes before coming out.
Yep, they're gone.
Perfect.
Okay. Well,
So we clearly need a better situation, a better plan for the next one.
Reggie has a plan.
the plan is to get the box in the water now. Blue,
Yes.
would you be able to send a signal to Vesta from sort of a distance away with your ritual-esque magic?
What are you trying to do here?
He's trying to set up a spy.
Yeah, well, if we sort of, go off further up the docks where they'll have to come by and sort of shoot the shit as sort of a watch post, would we be able to send a message back to Vesta so that we can sort of have an early warning system?
You could, yeah. Same as like you did the last one where you have someone watching. It would be active. Otherwise...
So basically, Blue would have to be on the ship scrying on Henny, who would be up to block whoever is coming.
Not even block, just literally just be like, oh, hey, I was just stretching my legs. Welcome. Let me show you to our ship that we have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
And then I guess Vesta could also do that. I'm just thinking like...
Or you could just let them keep walking. I don't know why you'd stop them.
I'm not stopping them. I'm just giving you guys some time in case.
Mm.
That way I don't have to go through the toilet as an octopus.
Yeah. Thoughts on that plan?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
Okay, well, I say I'm going to go up to the docks and just, hang out, take my book.
Okay, back up. What is the plan?
The plan is Henny is going to give Vesta a lock of fur or something that Vesta can use to scry very easily. Then I'm going to go up to the docks a ways where they're going to have to go past me, and I'm just going to hang out, read my book or whatever, so that if the inspector does come by, Vesta will be able to see it.
During a 72-hour straight period where you expect the inspector?
Well, that's a good point.
I thought it was 48 hours.
But what I'm thinking is let's do that right now because...
It's 48 for the trade association, 72 starting from 24 hours after that 7 p.m. for the trade office. I don't blame you for getting the details wrong because I'm trying real hard to make them
intentionally
impossible.
convoluting the details.
Okay. I'm just saying let's do that for as long as it takes for Reggie to get the boxes securely underwater.
Yeah, but we don't have the time for that. Like, you can't just be out there for 72 hours being like...
No, we don't need to be out there for 72 hours because it's not going to take you 72 hours to put the boxes underwater.
Yeah, but...
You guys also just got the inspection like right at 7 p.m., so you have a good 24 hours until the window opens.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
But
yeah, that's right what I'm saying then.
Is you could... Before the next inspection, it could be 72 hours that you're waiting to trigger this event.
Okay, it doesn't matter anymore because they do have 24 hours before that. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if they could come at any minute, I'm going to go out and give you time to hide them, and then I'll come back once they're hidden. Just in case the same thing happens again where you're like, okay, I'm going to octopus now.
Why can't we just put the boxes, bring the boxes off of the ship?
That's what we're doing.
No, 24 hours from now.
Like, just camp outside.
Camp outside.
I suggested that and everyone ridiculed me. Yeah.
I thought that's...
No, it's just Will reminded me that I can swim underwater.
Oh, right. Okay, so do we want to bury them? Do we want to submerge them? Or do we want to just have them and have a couple of our members go out for a camping trip?
I don't know. I think the easiest way to do it is to just have them go out for a camping trip.
Okay, well, in that case... I think that's actually a really good idea. You're right. I think, yeah, if we're... Okay, here's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
How about tomorrow morning we just bring it into town for a little while on our cart?
Yeah, well, I'm thinking for a little while we head out, find a place up kind of away from the main city where we could feasibly, even send out a rowboat just ashore to grab us. Then they can leave port like nothing's wrong. Swing by and pick us up.
Yeah.
Thoughts? If we bring Blue with us, we can have a sort of a scry communication between him and Vesta. And it would be nice to have some quality time with my good friend Reginald.
To that, Reggie just hesitantly just goes, "It's a good idea."
So what's the final plan?
Okay.
Tomorrow morning we're dipping and going camping. Henny and I are doing a camping trip.
Me, Reginald, and Blue are doing a camping trip.
Okay, first, before we do that, can I figure out how much it's going to be for us to stay here an extra 2 days?
Yes. You're able to find a fee schedule for the dock you're at. You are in a premium spot. It's going to cost you 20 gold a day.
Okay.
Okay. 20 gold a day, huh?
Yep.
Alright, fine. 20 gold a day.
Fine, take it!
Shut up and take my money.
All right. So you don't have to pay it out of pocket until the day comes. That being said, an entire day passes waiting on the ship. Nothing happens. Henny and Reggie and Blue out in the woods on a camping trip. Nothing happens.
Oh, but now there is
2
a secret.
days, 20 gold gone. Sorry, go on.
There is a secret reason why I brought Reginald and Blue out here.
All right.
And I say, hey, so, we are out here for the heads, but also, like, hey, Reginald, I know I haven't always been, like, the nicest to you. And a part of that is, like, you have just this thing that I don't, and I show him the book that I bought, and it's a dummy's guide to shapeshifting. And I say, Reginald, like, I wanna learn, and I don't think I can do this without your help.
Well, I will say I had some advantages. I've been learning Grove Druid magic from my dad since I was a kid. All I had to do was sort of, reconnect.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and you've had the celestial magic, like I never understood it before, and
Well, yeah, the celestial magic, it was a thing. And to that, Reggie just kind of stares off for a little while, a little bit angry.
do you miss it?
It's not that I miss it. Because, let's face it, that wasn't healthy. But the power that it gave me, the reassurance to know that at any point in time that I could just call upon it to, well, you saw the effects yourself.
I mean, yeah, you saved my life.
Exactly. That I will miss. There's a certain assuredness with it. But at the same time, that assuredness is gone. So the magic is gone.
It's funny. I felt very similar when I gave up the masks for good. Like I've been hiding behind them, and now I don't. Like I'm just exposed.
That is definitely something.
And it wasn't. The same. It wasn't healthy. Like I was scared to be me, but I don't want to be scared anymore. But at the same time, I don't want to be running around, with my face out. There is that danger. Like I want it to be me, even when it isn't.
Well, then you definitely do not want to start learning my magic.
It's at this point that Blue interjects and he says something in Elvish. Would either of you understand?
Nope.
He waits the quarter second for anybody to nod, and he goes, "An old Elvish saying, blue wizard thing. Make magic is the tool, you are the carpenter. You should never be the magic, but you can be a mage. That's what I was always taught."
Well, I mean, we have a couple days of just hanging out in the woods, so I'm going to be studying this book. If there's any pointers or anything you can give me, I'm all ears.
So Henny, Reggie, and Blue spend the weekend together out in the woods, talking and doing some magic.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you go stir crazy in town, waiting on the ship. 20 gold for that extra day, and then another 20 gold for the other day. And at the last possible minute, the one representative from the trade office comes with 6 people wearing West March colors. They're here for the inspection.
Okay. Awesome.
All right. So the trade office inspector walks up to you and goes, "All right, we should probably get the West March bit started, and then we can just do the other ones.
Okay.
Do you hereby submit without resistance to search from West March authorities?"
Yep.
All right. He nods, and all 6 of them go on. You see some of them take out rope and rulers, and they start measuring the ship bow to stern.
I would like to point out that it probably wasn't just heads that we took. It was anything that anyone wouldn't want searched, personal items, Vesta's wilding salt, stuff like that.
Roguish dick.
You insisted on the roguish dick.
Yeah, I am. Well, I am. Listen, if the one book gets too boring, there's always book number 2. You know.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't want that contraband to be searched.
So after a lengthy process that's going down, the West March search crew basically going from room to room, asking everyone a litany of questions. The same thing happens with the other ones at the trade office. Guy goes, do you hereby, under threat of legal perjury and pursuit, assure that there's like 12 pallets of lemons? You go, yeah. He goes, where? You point. He goes, yep, those are lemons. Sign something off and that's done. And it takes a half hour for the rest of the search to conclude. After which point, you're signed off, you're handed your manifests, and as you have lemons in your hold, and as far as you know, it's done.
Wow.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
Okay. Let's get going, Steel Fist. We got it. Man, I want to get out of here.
All right. It takes a bit of time, but eventually Blue notes that... who was keeping an eye on who via scrying?
Vesta was keeping an eye on Blue.
But it doesn't really matter if they're going to pick us up off the dock. But
yeah, they're coming to us. They're sailing around. Like we're camped out by the by the ocean, and they're just going to sail around and send a. We have a dinghy, eh? Like that was one of the things you mentioned as an actual ship thing.
Yep, you have a dinghy. So you guys make your way away from the port off into a secluded little bay, and from there you're able to pick up the remainder of your crew members.
Okay.
You guys now
All right.
have a bunch of lemons in the hold, and you are sailing north, and that's where I'll cut it for tonight.
Woohoo! Going north. She got the lemons. Man, I hope she's like, happy about this fucking lemon shit. Man.
Yeah.
Gosh. Well, we can desperately await that gratitude. If you guys want to check this out, we're going to be back hopefully next week, later 7:30 at twitch.tv/Mr. Croden. You guys can check these episodes out on YouTube at youtube.com/Mr. Croden. The rules to this game in a usable form are currently at bloodwine.fandom.com. And Ken, you got anything to plug?
Well, yeah, just first and foremost, this was actually a very good stream, both in terms of DMing and in terms of views. So just outright, I would like to thank Julie Cowles for the follow, the host, and the raid. I would like to thank Nimmer Peter for the follow. I would like to thank Froco for the 24-month subscription. And I would also like to thank him again for gifting a sub to you, Will.
Oh, I'm finally subbed.
You're finally subbed. It's amazing.
All right,
but other than that,
that's end the stream.
Yeah, that's gonna be the way to end the stream. I'm gonna be doing another stream on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Ooh. I don't know what I'm playing yet because I'm sort of playing that one by ear. But yeah, it's gonna be Saturday and it's gonna be fun. And
stuff on Saturday.
Yeah, stuff on Saturday. So
you can call it Stuff Saturday.
That is how I name things.
Thursday.
That is how I name things, yes.
All right.
Anyway, thank you everyone for watching. Thank you for all your support. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.